Have you ever wondered how the world would be without the intellectual contributions of ancient Greece? Let's turn back the hands of time to the dawn of civilization, to the early societies of ancient Greece. The Minoan and Mycenaean cultures, flourishing on the island of Crete and mainland Greece respectively, were instrumental in shaping the world as we know it. The Minoans, known for their vibrant frescoes and intricate pottery, were pioneers of art in its most primal and captivating form. Their Mycenaean counterparts, meanwhile, demonstrated remarkable prowess in architecture, crafting grandiose palaces and tombs that stand as testaments to their ingenuity to this day. Moreover, these early civilizations played a significant role in the evolution of trade, fostering connections across the Mediterranean and beyond, thus setting the stage for a more interconnected world. As we delve deeper into the timeline, we witness the birth of city-states, marking the beginning of the Archaic period. Imagine a world divided into city-states, each with its own government, culture and identity. This was the reality during the Archaic period in ancient Greece, from the 8th to the early 5th centuries BC. Two such city-states, Athens and Sparta, rose to prominence. Athens, a bustling metropolis, was a beacon of art, philosophy, and most notably, the birthplace of democracy. Citizens had a say in matters of state, a revolutionary concept at the time. Sparta, on the other hand, was a stark contrast. It was a militaristic society where discipline and obedience were valued above all. Every Spartan male was a soldier, their lives devoted to the art of war. The Archaic period was also marked by important events like the First Persian War, where the Greek city-states united to fend off the Persian invaders. As the city-states grew in power and influence, so did their conflicts, paving the way for the Classical period. What if I told you the world's first democracy was formed during the classical period of ancient Greece? Imagine a time when Athens, under the guidance of the statesman Pericles, experienced a golden age, a time of flourishing arts, literature and philosophy. This era marked the birth of democracy, with every citizen having a say in the city's affairs. As Athens thrived, so did philosophy. Enter Socrates, a man whose questioning of everything and everyone laid the foundations of Western philosophy. His student, Plato, further expanded these concepts, exploring justice, beauty, and equality. Plato's own student, Aristotle, made significant contributions to numerous fields, from logic and biology to ethics and aesthetics. It was a time of intellectual awakening, a period when the human mind reached out for understanding and knowledge. But it wasn't all peace and philosophy. The Peloponnesian War raged, a devastating conflict between Athens and Sparta that lasted for 27 years. Meanwhile, the Second Persian War saw Greece successfully defend its lands from the Persian Empire. As the classical period drew to a close, a new power rose to dominance, Macedonia. At its helm stood a man whose name echoes through history, Alexander the Great. His conquests extended Greek culture across the known world, from Egypt to India. With the death of Alexander, the classical period ends, making way for the Hellenistic period. The legacy of this era, however, persists, shaping the world as we know it today. In the wake of Alexander's conquests, Greek culture spread across the known world, ushering in the Hellenistic period. This was a time when the Greek language and culture reached as far east as India, leaving a profound and lasting influence on the regions it touched. The Hellenistic period saw the rise of new cities. Among them, Alexandria in Egypt stands out, becoming a melting pot of various cultures and a beacon of Hellenistic civilization. Named after Alexander the Great himself, it was a city where Greek thought and Egyptian tradition fused, creating a unique blend of cultures. Extraordinary developments in various fields marked this period as well. Science flourished under the likes of Archimedes and Euclid, setting the foundation for modern physics and geometry. In literature, poets such as Callimachus and Theocritus evolved the art of poetry, adding new genres to the Greek literary tradition. However, the Hellenistic period was not without its share of turmoil. Over time, the Greek city-states lost their independence, culminating in the Roman conquest of Greece. Yet, even as the sun set on the Hellenistic world, it was far from the end of Greek influence. The Romans, captivated by Greek culture, absorbed much of it into their own civilization. Greek language, arts, philosophy and science found a new home in Rome and continued to thrive. Despite its conquest, the influence of Greece on the Roman Empire ensured that its legacy would endure for millennia. So, what have we learned from this journey through ancient Greece? We've uncovered a civilization that shaped the very fabric of our society today. They pioneered democratic governance, birthed philosophies that still provoke thought, and made scientific strides that continue to inspire. Their artistic flair still echoes in our modern aesthetics, and thus we realize that we owe much of our modern world to the intellectual foundations laid in ancient Greece.